what is up, fellas? This is the Game Hunter in another episode of Archero 2, and we have a new update, arena update, which we're gonna check in a few seconds because it's the first time that I'm doing so good so far in this stage. Which stage is this? Like a 16 or something? Can't really recall. Can I double check in here? No, I cannot. So let's find out in a few more seconds. So yes, we have a new update in Archero, and it's really cool because it's related with arena. I believe you guys remember when I was doing the first review of Archero 2 that I didn't like the arena mode. I feel like it was like, okay, super random. You have no control about what is happening. You just need to survive against some pay-to-win players and see what happens. But with this new change, these good things are happening. You can pick the loadout, and that is amazing. If you can pick the loadout, at least there is something that you can customize. Okay, apparently you can change the character, the runes, even the weapons and everything. So we're gonna check that in a few more seconds. Okay. Also, there is, I believe, a new game mode that is gonna start very soon. Something about the dragon. Again, we're gonna check that in a few more seconds. I wasn't expecting. I was going out right now. I was going out, and then I decided, you know what? Let me just record a quick video about the new arena update. So let's see if we can take care of this guy. And because so far we're doing okay. I'm just getting these extra swords, which are, those potions are magnificent. They do so much damage, and they allow me to just move around the map, evading whatever my opponent is throwing at me. And in this one is quite useful because this little Pokemon is quite annoying. I think that will do it, right? I think that will do it. Let's go. There you go. All right, this is a, oh, the devil. 31. 1562. For 2, I'm gonna reject. I'm sorry, I have to reject. One of the cool updates that I got for this playthrough in particular is that I can walk over the wall. I mean, over the water, which is quite useful because it's kind of tricky. All right? It's kind of tricky. The maps, I mean, the different rooms in this dungeon, I would call it like that, they have water like in the middle, so sometimes it's difficult to avoid getting touched by the enemy. So at least now that we can avoid the water, we can just walk over the water. It's allowing me to just move freely and do some more stuff. Can you imagine this stage without walking over the water? That sounds kind of crazy, right? Sounds kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. Oh, hold on a second. You see, I'm not paying attention. Okay, so I got my invulnerable potion, and also I got my sword, and those are the ones that are saving me. Okay, hold on. You see, this one is fantastic because if I That's it. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so this is the thing that I was talking about, the arena update over here. If you want to read more about the update itself, you can go over here and tap on notice. You see over there, new content, new chapters from 86 to 90. And right now I'm in 18, which is not too bad. I gotta say it's not too bad because I just started playing the game not so long ago, and I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, so we got this arena preset. Now they have the opportunity so you can have your own loadout before getting into battle, which I found super useful. Only your current equipment, gear, and runes will be retained as the #1 preset by default. Yes, they need to have one default setting in case somebody is not paying attention. Can you imagine just go to battle without nothing? Barehanded? Nah. So I'm glad they're doing that. Event notice, new gameplay event, the Shackle Jungle, an endless tower challenge. Try different characters every day and experience thrilling strategies. That is cool. Duration 29th of March to 4th April. All right, and then we have the Sprint Lottery is back between April 5th and April 11th. So good. And number 3, it looks like they were trying to do like a little rabbit. It looks like a rabbit. I'm not really sure. The Dragon set buff, Dragon Crossbow increased explosive damage, Dragon Helmet epic affix changes for each monster defeated, some regular buff and changes in the game, and then gameplay optimization, optimize storage issue that some devices casually in battle auto tracking, whatever. All right, that's probably the less of my concern, but the other ones are quite important. All right, hold on, let me get all this stuff. I was planning to make a video about all the things that you have to do every day in the game, but before I forget, let me claim this stuff. I'm gonna need to record the video in another day. All right, let's take a look to this preset thingy, okay? Because it's quite interesting. Let's go to arena. over here. So we got arena, and now we have this new little icon at the bottom. It's called preset. You tap over there and you can choose the character. That's really cool. All right, so we got the cat and we also have Alex. We're gonna talk about the characters in another video, but right now I'm using the cat because I like that you have a boost in movement speed, okay? And you can also just push away the enemies. It's not like it happens very often. It's not something that you can rely like, oh my god, we're gonna be pushing every single enemy away. No, it's just a gust of wind that's gonna help you to keep the enemies away from Mianatar or something like that. The little cat, Robin Hood cat. And it's quite useful. All right, so here we got the different preset, you see, okay, and then we can select how the character is gonna fight. Close distance more often, medium distance, move moderately, or keep the distance, reduce movement. Okay, medium distance, I think I will go with this. Yeah, it's quite okay. All right, so let me see, can I pick something in here? Let me go over here. What can I pick? Oh, this is a basic loadout. Nice. So you can choose and pick the other ones. That's what's up. Why do I have a... Oh, okay. sorry about that. All right, so we have the opportunity to change that, and also we can change the rooms. And the rooms is quite interesting. All right, let's go back to the blacksmith. Hold on. Blacksmith over here. Oh, that's for the equipment. Never mind. For the rooms, I know that I have one room that is supposed to merge. Apparently I did before recording the video. But anyway, so it will depend of the rooms that you want to bring to the battle is the ones that you're going to keep, okay? So for example, maybe there's some that are not that great against a multiplayer because, let's see, for example, let's say you have the circle, so it's going to boost the circle damage, but let's say that you decide to play, your gameplay style is going to be like a keep the distance. So it doesn't make any sense to keep a room like that if that is your gameplay style, okay? You know what I mean? Yes, I'm trying to make sure that you get that there is some little things. For example, I will say that lightning damage, no, that's not the one. Let's see, this is for meteor, no. This is for source, I like to use source and it's something that I can use at any time. Maybe with the... I was trying to show you one example. All right, but I think the best example was that one. For example, the circle ability. Right? Again, if you keep your distance, why you want to have a room that boosts the circle damage? It's something that you're not gonna be doing quite often. All right, so let's go to the arena. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's up. Everything is getting. Everybody's reset. Oh, no. Oof, okay. Oof. No, the level of these players is quite interesting. Let's go against this one. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got, remember, certain amount of tickets every day. So use them. Use them wisely. Okay, so right now, remember, I choose that my character is going to keep like a medium distance. So it's moving around. All right, round one is for us. Perfect. Remember, at the bottom of the screen, top, bottom, right, top, no, bottom, top, bottom. Bottom right, you can choose the speed of the button. Sorry about that, it's too early, I need coffee. All right, so we got the victory, excellent. Let's go for another way, ranking up. Remember that you also need to collect your rewards. There's a video coming about all those details that you cannot forget those details in Archero 2, okay? So really cool that they adding these presets or loadouts in Archero 2. Definitely it's a game changer, to be quite honest. I was kind of disappointed about how the arena works. It was super similar to games like Idle Outpost when you have no control whatsoever about anything. It's like all right, this is just to keep you simulating battles without any specific purpose or any strategy. So I'm super happy that they decide to add something different. So it feels better, okay? In terms of loadouts, like I say, it's something that we can discuss in another video. It will depend also on the weapons that you have. For example, I just unlocked a Knuckles, so you can fight in close combat. You do 10% more damage if you're close by, which is really cool. I used it once just for chills and giggles to see what happened, and actually it was very nice. It did tons of damage. Okay, let's go against this 47. Probably we're gonna lose. against I got the close range. Remember that there is a skill, I tried to remember the name, corrosion something, that all the enemies that are close by you, they receive damage and they're vulnerable. Okay, so if I would use it, oh, I got destroyed before. But because I was using the knuckles, it was so convenient for me because I really needed to be close to the opponent. So like I said, it will depend so much in the weapons that you have, and also the items, which particular skills are the boosting. See, if you have, for example, very good runes that encourage you to use circle damage or something like that, yeah, maybe a close combat character will be great, right? So you can just go and start attacking directly. All right, let me see if I can actually change that. All right, hold on, let me see if we can see any changes. If we modify the preset, let's decide that the character is gonna be keep the distance. All right, let's go with this. Keep the distance, and we're going with this little fella. All right, so just we can see at least a change. I don't remember what is the loadout that I have with that character, but we're gonna find out in a few seconds. All right, let's go with this one. All right, so apparently my character is gonna try to keep the distance as much as possible. See? And also I can choose my weapons. That is also really cool. Because I really didn't like that both characters were like a mirror match. Super boring. So at least now you have something extra to do. You see, my character is definitely keeping the distance, trying to stay away from the other one, so we can do some extra damage. All right, this is a game changer, fellas. This is a game changer. Let me know, what do you think about this new preset or loadouts in Archero 2 Arena? And I will see you in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.